What
Hi.
the fuck is up,
Hello.
boys?
Hey, suck,
Welcome to
Doug.
the ThunkCast. We actually got a name this time.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
it actually is pretty decent.
I think
It's not awful.
the only negative side to the name is you kind of have to watch the first one to get it, and then I'm still not entirely sure they will. But the bright side of the name is that we're the only result on Google, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now we just need to pump up our SEO.
You're
We'll never
our
be
what?
confused with our SEO, our search engine optimization.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, fuck.
We're
fuck
never
yeah.
going to be confused with anyone else, that's for sure. But at the same time, nobody's ever going to hear of us to get us confused with anyone else. So I mean,
Yet.
that's a bit of a problem.
That's the goal. But
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
Hopefully, or if not, just got some funny shit we can go rewatch when we're like 60. We're like, look at the dumb shit we said when we were kids. Actually, you know what? Maybe don't listen to this. We're fucking retarded.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
See, okay. So, like a lot of the older people, right, that I interact with and stuff are like really sweet and nice. You know, at least at work. If or unless they're like really angry about something and stuff, and like, I I don't know if that's gonna work out for our generation nearly as much. I I don't know.
Yeah.
I
No.
think I'm gonna use old age as an excuse to like have literally zero filter. Like I don't have a filter now, but like
Literally zero filter. Instead of like kind of not a filter or a selective one, just no filter at all.
It's not even a filter at that point. It's literally a pump that actually brings out more of the shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
no,
pulling
like
the filter out, yeah.
purposely just
cursing because you can.
Exactly.
do you want to go to Grandpa's house? No, last time I was there, he called me
They call me a
okay,
shit
well, I
bird.
had an insult prepared, and before I said it, yeah. I don't know why when I try to think of like really mean things to say, the first thing that comes is just racial slurs because that's about the meanest you can go. So,
Yeah, that and also they're pretty common here. Like extremely so.
well, that's because like
People are racist.
yeah.
There's no minorities around here.
Yeah, we
to
live
get
we
angry
literally
at
live
you.
in the South, and I've like since
Yeah.
I've in
It's
this
not that we're actually
I've met
racist.
maybe
It's just that,
6 black
yeah.
people in this town. Like obviously
Yeah.
outside of it, if you go to like Kansas City
Yeah.
or whatever, but like
One thing that is crazy is even though that's the case, there are still a lot more like ethnic groups appearing in this town over time.
yeah. I mean, we got a lot of Mexicans living here.
Yeah, a lot of Indians. There are a lot of surprisingly British or like at some point in the United Kingdom people in this general area, like in El Dorado Springs.
There's a lot of Aussies over there. Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Then we just
there's
have
this
that
one
random
from
guy
South
from New
Africa.
Zealand. That guy that
Oh,
moved
yeah.
from New Zealand. When I met him, you know, my first thought was like, wait, that's a long way for you to just end up in this fucking shithole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's like a long, yeah. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess
it's
I do have that one Russian friend that was wanting to move to America. She's asking how much it would cost to live here and stuff, and I was like, my recommendation is just like move to a small town, cause like, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to afford it, especially as like an immigrant coming over here that doesn't know English quite well. Like they're not gonna get a crazy well-paying job.
yeah. I mean,
No.
it also depends on where you go because in some suburban and larger areas there are more people of that nationality, so that way they have like some community with that too.
Yeah.
But it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's for sure. So does anybody have any talking points?
Um,
I didn't nearly hit a deer this time on the way home, so I was actually I kind of like there. I didn't see. So after I got out of like the Kansas City area, I was taking the yeah, the 435 home or whatever. Like right after I left, like I don't know, like pretty much that, just like Grandview. I didn't see another car like the whole way home.
That's very strange.
I know.
That is very.
I know
yeah,
it's a
really
busy
weird.
highway normally. Like there's people behind me I could see in the distance, but no one in front of me as far as the eyes can see.
Yeah, that's
It's
very
pretty
odd.
great considering
Yeah.
since I was driving at night and I hate getting blinded every 5 seconds.
No, seriously, yeah.
And like
Yeah, it really
constantly adjusting your
sucks.
brights on and off because you can't drive with your brights off around here unless you just love hitting deer.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Not even like that really helps, honestly, but at least you get to know you're gonna die before it happens, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
not with the
that
deer,
or-
but with the fucking bear that was in the...
Oh fuck yeah.
I don't
That
know
was
what
some weird
happens when you
shit.
hit a bear, but I'm gonna guess it's not good considering wombats flip trucks.
Oh, jeez, what?
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
actually...
horrendous. Wombats.
Yeah. Apparently it's a problem. It might not be wrong. It's a Reddit source, but like... They only weigh 77 pounds. I don't know if that's...
Oh, I
What?
mean,
If
Okay,
you
the
hit it
one I
just
saw
right,
on
that
Reddit
fucks you
definitely
up.
weighed more than 77 pounds. That was a chonky boy.
could it have been a chonk bat?
Maximum
There's just
chunk.
there's one bat causing the problem. He weighs like
Oh, okay.
370. He's going around.
Oh,
taking out all the
oh,
cars.
okay.
He's the alpha. He has
Alpha.
evolved.
Alphabet.
Oh shit! I should probably. I'm sorry, Kevin. I woke up my bird. I'm gonna put a blanket over his
Okay.
cage.
So, are there any games you guys are excited for, or like?
Oh, he doesn't
Tech-
like
Oh.
Kevin, dude. He's fucking stink eyeing the shit out of me right now. I'm sorry,
Fuck.
Kevin, or she. It's confusing.
Fucking Kevin. You should tell the story of Kevin.
Watch out. There you go. Thank you, love. Just brought me a. Oh, this looks good. I guess Caitlin just brought me some country fried steak and gravy.
I'm sorry, did you just say cunt?
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
What?
I don't
What?
know.
What?
You fucking what, mate?
You fucking what?
You fucking what, mate? Okay, yeah. So, any like games that you're excited for? Anybody?
I am excited for whatever flagship VR title Valve is supposed to put out by the end of the year.
I'm excited for every one of Valve's titles because Valve is
Yeah,
yet to make a
me
shit
too.
game.
It's yeah.
Ricochet.
I'm pretty stoked for a lot of Valve titles too. Cyberpunk 2077 looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it does.
No, that looked pretty cool.
Like,
Despite the fact that it has been memed all to shit by now because of fucking Keanu Reeves.
I mean, of course, it's Keanu Reeves. What the fuck? I mean, just like with any actor. Or
Oh
actress,
yeah, no, and like I don't have a problem with it because like
Yeah.
he's fucking charming as hell.
Okay,
and he
I'm
seems
excited
like he
about
actually
it
is a
because I
decent
love
person.
Keanu Reeves, but I really hope celebrities being video game characters does not become a common thing.
I mean, it already happens, and it often.
I mean,
enough.
there's lots of celebrity voice actors.
yeah,
I mean,
that,
And, like,
yeah, no,
that's-
that's different. But I mean, like making the celebrity the character.
Well, I mean, we
like,
don't know if
wait.
if he plays himself. He's
Does it-
just definitely played by
I thought he
him.
looked like Keanu Reeves, like the
Yeah, he
character.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's what I mean.
there
yeah,
was
no, I don't think
a.
that'll become
Like some
too
of it's hilarious, like putting the grandma gamer in the next Elder Scrolls. That's
Yeah.
gonna be lit, but
Yeah, that will be.
and it won't be
But-
noticeable though. Like a lot of people know who she is, but
Who she are?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I remember there was a Call of Duty game where they put who the fuck was it? It was fuck. He was either from What? It was a cop show. I can't remember what it was, but he was a
CSI?
detective, and they. Yeah, CSI. He was in that, and he looked exactly like himself.
I don't know.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
like, okay, Valve has like sort of done that stuff in the past. Like, for instance, in Half-Life 2, Dr. Breen is modeled after the guy that voices him. Can't think of the guy's name. He is an actor though. and that actually worked out real well. Like, he played that role extremely well. It was very believable.
That's good.
So, I mean, like, yeah, really all it is I mean, it's just a continuation of stuff like that. And I mean, like, one of my favorite celebrity voice acting roles is Peter Fonda in GTA 5. I can't think of the guy's name that or not GTA 5, GTA San Andreas. I can't think of the guy's name that he plays, but I think it's like The Truth. Hold on a second, let me. But anyways, it's a super fucking great voice acting, or like voice acting role, and it's real fun to play. Let's see.
Yeah, I really like how Ray Liotta kind of just did not like voicing Tommy in Vice City. He
Really?
he voiced him. Yeah, and afterwards he's kind of just like, oh man, why'd I do that?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I was right. It is Peter Fonda that voices The Truth, and he's just this hippie.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, but he's like a hippie. If I remember correctly, he's like, he's a wealthy hippie because he's like a big pot farmer. And
Oh, that's rad.
yeah, like he, I think he like, I don't know, he's got like some cops in his pocket. I can't think of the one cop that gives you a ton of shit in San Andreas. But yeah, like he's got him in his pocket.
I remember that far back. I haven't played.
Samuel L. Jackson. I know Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, the guy that. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Who did Samuel L. Jackson play in GTA?
He played a cop.
He played the main like cop who was also like not your friend.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
no, I don't.
Yeah, I think he like, I don't know.
I don't know. At that age, I didn't really play through the San Andreas story all that much as I did just like do cheats and do like weird shit.
That's fair. I didn't play it until I played it on a tablet. That was the first time I like actually got into it.
Though you also gotta like remember like old
on,
GTA was hard, especially for like a younger kid. You know, like just getting into higher consoles off of like Sega. Like that's like the GTA games are brutal, dude. Like you do this hour, like 45-minute long mission, and like the last 5 minutes is just really hard, and you die, and you have to restart the whole thing. I beat GTA 5 in like 2 days. I never ended up beating GTA 3, and I owned that for like a year. Also kind of like not great at games. The few games I can somewhat almost say I can play, it's because I have like 3,000 hours. And
that's fair. Yeah, like I just really...
All the other people
just
kinda... here have like -3.
Yeah, no, that's like, I put like a shitload of hours into any game that I really get into. Like, that's the only reason why I get good at it. But
I've gotten less and less excited about like any kind of game release. Honestly, I just kind of like play things that are already out there recommended to me, because
that's like
it feels like it's been a while since I had a game release that was satisfying, that I was actually paying attention to the whole time. Like there's plenty of good games that come out, like
I completely get that. That's like a lot of new games. I wait and see how, like, what other people say about them, and then I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll try it out. But
yeah,
I was listening to someone else's podcast.
Never hopped on bandwagons with that.
Yeah.
On the ride home, and it's an old one from like, I'm not sure what time period it was recorded, but they were talking about Fallout 76 and how like, oh, that sounds really cool, and they were like somewhat excited, you know. And I was like, oh man, it's a good example.
Yeah, Fallout 76. I was honestly, I wasn't too excited for Fallout 4 either. Like, I liked how they improved the shooting.
From a lot of people, yeah.
Like, they improved the gunplay, which is great. It's fantastic now, but at the sacrifice of actual RPG elements.
I never really liked any of the Fallouts. I don't know. It's just like
The
I don't like the
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a dreary ash game.
I know, that's why I kind of like it, because it's like fantasy is like what the world could be in a good way, whereas post-apocalyptic, it's like, man, I really hope the world never reaches this point.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like almost two poles to our reality in video game genre. I don't know, but
I just want to like slay goblins as an elf, screaming, fucking, shouting and shit. I don't know, man.
no, dude, I just like RPGs for the most part. Honestly, it's just really satisfying.
Dude, it feels like when I play other games now, I'm like, I could be using this time to play like Dota or CS:GO or something. It's like
Yeah.
I need
part
to
of why I
play
don't
other
like
games
Dota.
'cause I don't think I'm ever gonna really stop playing either of those games. Because like, there's really no limit. CS:GO, I could see it getting boring, but like Dota, honestly, the game's always changing. Like when I first started in 2012, like that was a very different game.
Yeah.
Supports weren't as supports have always been crazy in Dota compared to other games, but like I wasn't running mid line and fucking getting a nuke by the end of the game that could one shot any hero and killing their whole team with a single ult.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. I just hate in Dota. I hate that most supports are just made out of fucking butter. Like they're so damn squishy.
That's what like makes them hard though. Like all of them have like
That's
something
the
you
only
really
thing
have to
balancing them.
manage.
Yeah.
Like CM's one of the ones like CM and Shaman. That's a big one. Shaman does a lot of damage. He can fuck life up early game, but he has like 2 armor and 3 health.
Yeah, no, I
shit.
fucking hate playing Shaman.
Shaman's my man, dude. Once you like get finesse with him, that's the thing. Like so many people are used to shit shamans. They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go kill this shaman. But if you run like mid shaman or something, you got a little bit of an idea how to play him. Man,
Yeah.
you can just. It's fun, dude.
I can believe that. Like,
It's
yeah, like
hilarious.
he's got damage. He's got some lockdown and stuff.
It's great if you can shaman. Like I usually when I play mid shaman, I'm able to get a kill like right at level 5. Generally, I just have enough nuke to like take a sniper or something off guard. And I've kept them at low health at that point, trying to burn most of the region. And naturally, that gets me level 6. And they respawn and they come back to lane, and I kill them again with 6 with my freaking wards. So like. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like when I play mid shaman, I either get no kills or I get 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to stop playing nothing but supports in Dota.
I don't know.
Like it's not making me a better player.
It's not really about that. Like support's like one of the harder roles to like actually do properly.
I guess
it's easier to not throw a game as a support, but it's also
exactly.
to contribute literally nothing to your victory.
Yeah. I know I don't know. I get to the point where it's like, man, like I'm not feeding, but I feel like I'm not doing anything either.
Yeah, I get you. My biggest problem is I played support for so long, and I don't know how to position myself as a carry in a smart way, and I usually get fucked up. But now that I'm back on my original account or whatever, and I'm in a much lower rank now, like I can't play support, dude. I can't. If I solo queue a support and watch a fucking carry get like 8 CS in 10 minutes, I want to kill myself.
Yep.
I spent so many times playing with John and people that are somewhat competent.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta say, I definitely want to buy a Steam controller now after us using that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I was like, wow, that's actually like, to me, a valid alternative to a mouse and a keyboard for a lot of things.
Yeah, it really is. Also, if you get more of them, it would eliminate the pass and play bullshit because we'd always have a controller.
Exactly.
Can you use more than one like that?
You know, I've never actually been faced where I might use like that little.
Surely
I mean,
there's an
like,
application
what the fuck?
that you can like run them all through as one controller, and you just like don't fucking touch anything during the other people's turns.
Yeah.
Heck, we could even just run a virtual game and run it on.
You can have 4 controllers per dongle.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, like, if somebody
you
has,
don't need to bring your dongle over, then you just bring the controller.
yep.
I'll let you bring your dongle over, big boy.
Fuck. That'd actually be really awesome because then we could like set our own presets that we want.
Yeah. So, what's you guys' opinions on dongles?
What?
On
Depends.
dongles, what's your
like
opinion on dongles?
in some
Yeah.
contexts, it kind of makes sense. I can almost see
If-
it with some of these like really really thin laptops, like the really light ones, because there's just like not room realistically. Like you could put more stuff in the back, but like why have 2 USBs and an Ethernet when you can have 3 Thunderbolt ports and that's enough IO for anything you'll ever need.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like
Yeah,
if you got like 3 Thunderbolts, that's pretty fucking dope.
But if
Especially
Apple
as we get
releases
more
the next
support for it.
full-blown computer, I guarantee if they have next time they release a or not, I guarantee that's not what I wanted to say. I meant to say if they release a fucking like desktop-sized computer and it has like only IO, 1 lightning cable. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Not even the power. You have to split it out to turn it on too. We're like, wait,
Yeah.
there's no battery on board. It's just a desktop. And Apple's like, there's not enough room in the case, and you open it up and like
You
there's
can
nothing in
only
there.
hook the battery up
Yeah,
with
it's
the
not
dongle.
even a real computer. It's just like an
Oh,
iPhone
shit.
running fucking Mac OS taped to the top of the case.
So basically, what you're describing is basically an iPad Pro with no battery in it.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, geez, gosh, fucking. So you brought up the topic of, or not the topic, but like the point of like a dongle being to like add I/O to computers, or excuse me, like laptops
Yeah.
that are really thin. So my question is, why the fuck do laptops have to be so motherfucking thin?
I don't know. It's a use case thing. You buy it if you want it.
Yeah.
But
just
now
another
the
option.
Yeah.
entire fucking market is moving that way.
Apparently, people really like them. I don't know. Some people just want small
I
laptops.
mean-
Maybe you like have to carry it around all the time. Like,
Look at how phones are getting
Yeah.
incredibly thin. I mean, it's just a different form of a mobile
I don't know.
technology.
Phones are actually getting slightly thicker by the looks of things.
yeah.
It's like they were getting really thin, and now they're finally starting to bulk up again. Maybe that's gonna happen with laptops. I don't fucking.
Like, correct me if I'm
But-
wrong, but an iPhone 10 and the rest of the phones in the family are significantly thicker than like an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they've got to be.
I also don't. I don't get the thin laptop thing either. Like, all you're
Yeah.
doing is eliminating your possibility for I/O, and you're also like
Exactly,
have a
yeah.
less structurally sound laptop that can break easier. And then how much lighter is it? Like realistically, like what? Like 2 pounds? You're fine.
Yeah, like I've got an
Yeah,
older,
I
heavier
mean-
laptop, and like it's way bigger than like anything you could get today. But like I don't mind the weight. Like it's my fucking lap.
Yeah, like I almost
Like, I'm sitting
understand
in a
if like
chair. It's
if they came out with a gaming
Yeah, I
laptop
mean-
that was that thin that had like everything on it, that would be fantastic. Like
Yeah.
there's a market for that getting like, but like the normal ones, I think they're already fine. Like gaming laptops can get fucking heavy though.
Yeah,
Like
precisely.
really
Yeah.
massive. And if they are,
But
then
no,
they
yeah,
usually
the
just
whole
throttle like
thinness thing. Yeah, the whole thinness thing is just it's completely asinine. Now, okay, so one of the biggest leaps in laptops becoming thinner is the removal of the CD player. And that's just
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't really need to use CDs for most things anymore. And that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that we are moving past CDs. But what I will say though is that the laptops that have gotten to the point where they're like, oh, we're just not going to use even USB-A, even though USB-A is
Yeah, I
at the
have
point
seen
of nearly
that.
being obsolete. The thing is, there is. I mean, let's be honest. The majority of computer peripherals run on that. The majority of flash drives still run on that.
I
Yeah,
think
like
the computers
it's-
have to change before the peripherals will, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
And that's
people
kind
are
of the
gonna
problem.
be unhappy.
Yeah, unless somebody can I don't know.
I mean, USB.
It'll have to be gradual.
Ways.
So instead of a laptop having like 4 USB 3 USB Type A version 3 or whatever we're on right now ports, it'll have to be like, okay, we're only putting like 2 of them on there, and then we're gonna go to like Type C.
There's a few problems.
or whatever
with
the Type 4
C
connector
as
will
well,
be.
though.
Do what?
One of the things I don't like about C is I'm curious about how some peripherals will go about using it. Like,
yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like I mean, like you know those
It's-
USBs are just like I have one that's literally the part that plugs in is almost all of it. There's just a little grip to pull it out. All the electronics are like
Yeah.
in the USB. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
not
know,
gonna
like-
really work with.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I
it's gonna
think
be
like some of the
really
things that just
different.
stick out of your computers, like Wi-Fi adapters and shit, are gonna be really wonky.
Well, not necessarily. Because like
Unless they just get small enough that they're just, I don't know.
I don't know. My buddy showed me a USB-C flash drive that he's got, and I mean, geez, the actual storage chip on it was teeny tiny. Like obviously, yeah, these are tiny things now, but like, it just really drove home. I was like, wow, most of the space in flash drives is just fucking empty. It was teeny tiny.
yeah,
Like
it's-
the whole thing was only like
the
3/4 of an
tinier
inch
you
long.
get it, they start doing a special type of way of storing it, because like, transistors are already like about as like they can get. The circuits on board aren't getting a whole lot smaller. Like yeah, they are, but not like huge leaps.
Not incredibly small, but
Yeah, but like
What-
you don't
one
need that
technique
much
they
space to
can
do a
do-
fucking 64 gigabyte flash drive.
No, but like one thing they can do with these is they can store more than one bit on a single like storage. Like imagine it's like a box. Like they put a different voltage in it that it'll read out.
Yeah.
So they can use like the same storage cell for more than one bit. But there's a problem with that. That really hurts read and write times. That also
Oh, definitely.
really
yeah. Oh yeah.
really hurts
Yeah.
life of the device.
Yeah.
So like there is a downside to doing that, but I'm not even sure if I explained it correctly. But
No, I get what you're saying. Like, I mean, regardless, like it's just simple logic. It's like if you compress
Yeah,
stuff
I mean-
more, it will just take longer to unpack it. It's as simple as that.
yeah,
Even
Yeah,
if we
it's-
make it
it's mainly
super
just,
efficient,
like-
super fast, it still technically is going to take
I mean
longer.
if they made the storage like controller like insanely faster, then yeah, it'd probably make a huge difference because it could just find where it's at quicker.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I assume it also uses like the same buses and everything to transport the information. Like,
Yeah.
so it would have a lot less throughput like to getting out of the device. I guess not really sure how
Yeah.
SSDs are laid out. Never really learned that.
Oh,
one
I
in
have no
school.
idea.
They only
Yeah,
really
I
touched
don't-
But no, I mean, like, okay, what you were saying with like wireless adapters, like at this point, like, what doesn't have a wireless adapter from the factory?
my computer.
Well, yeah, but that's because you built it.
I
But
know.
you could have gotten, yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
you could have
like-
gotten one that would have gone directly into the motherboard.
Hope that
But no,
never
like-
is a problem. I do have this like 100 and I don't remember how long an Ethernet cord is, but it's just the longest that the internet said is okay to use, and it's real long.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like, something like a mouse is going to work perfectly fine on USB-C. A keyboard is going to work perfectly fine on USB-C.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
for
it's-
laptops, because like that's the
Is
issue.
there
Like
any kind of
on
price difference
desktops-
on manufacturer?
I don't
That could
Um,
play a role too.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could. I'm kind of skeptical though, because like companies like Google, for
Like
instance, with
some
the
of the
Google Pixel
USB-A
3.
ports I've used are sketchy as fuck, man.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
they're-
ones that
Oh,
you're like
fuck
they
yeah.
didn't even really combine the
Yeah.
metal at the top. Like you can just bend the whole thing in. It's just like obviously a piece of metal just bent into a square shape and like not welded or anything.
Oh yeah, no, there's
Or-
such a
or molded.
varying degree of quality
even weld,
in
obviously, you
USB
wouldn't.
ports.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the early issues with USB-C is because of the fact that the ports on like phones, for instance, like they're designed to suck in a lot of power for like charging, you know. But what a lot of people were having issues with is that they would be buying chargers that they thought would be, you know, perfectly fine, like cables specifically. But the cables were manufactured to a subpar degree of quality, and they would just. I think there's some reports of them like catching on fire, or the phone
Oh shit.
coming out with a swollen battery. I mean, it was bad. It was bad to begin with. Like, with USB-C, like I would strongly recommend that nobody ever buy a gas station USB-C charger. I just wouldn't do it because of those initial quality problems that they had with them all. Like I'm not convinced that something you buy for, you know, $3 in a fucking Conoco is not going to be one of those pieces of shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and that's one thing. Like because of that, like I'm perfectly fine with dishing out a bit of extra money for a really high quality cable. Like that Ventev one that I got Lily. Like that was,
oh yeah, Vinted.
or that she got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like if you look at those, like with USB-C, I mean with every USB protocol, on one side of the connector, like there's like a weld or like a seam there. On those cables, those Ventev cables, there is no seam. Like they're real fucking nice. So as long as we see like good quality, and manufacturers not being like, oh, we need to save like 1/10 of a cent per connector. Like I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
for peripherals at least. But I mean, cheap knockoffs have always plagued the electronics market. I mean, like people would buy like real expensive MacBooks, and then they'd buy shitty chargers. And I mean, like to be fair, Apple shouldn't have been charging as much as they were for their chargers. Like they are on the expensive side, but at the same time,
I mean,
are you really going to? Do you really want to save $30 only to have your laptop explode or have to replace the battery? A very difficult to replace, pointlessly glued in battery? No, you don't want to do that.
well, that and also, I mean, all of Apple's electronics, I mean, really are just fucking hella expensive. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
skimping out on cables with anything is already something you really don't want to do. But considering the fact that it could fuck up really in any way,
Yeah,
a
exactly.
phone that costs $1,100 and really isn't that special.
I'm not sure how the Apple computer market will fare now that like there's a lot of alternative options now for design. Like Surface still has a while to go, but
Yeah, but they're
as far as I
getting
understand,
pretty close.
they both seem like way
The-
better than what I'll ever.
The big thing with Surface is they've got to stop focusing on doing dumb random trend chasing bullshit. Because like the Surface laptop, that thing is like,
What do you mean? It's a great laptop.
it's fucking dog shit. What are you talking about? The Surface laptop?
Yeah. For
No, it's
design.
dog shit, dude. No, the design is fucking dog shit.
Are you talking about recent ones? Because the new one's pretty
The newest
good.
one.
I-
Yeah. Okay. No. Have you seen how utterly impossible it is to fix a single thing on it?
That's not what I was talking about. I'm mainly talking
Just
about
like
the laptop itself is great. It's one of the first laptops to actually rival Apple in like pen accuracy for design. It's like all around made for people making other things. Like, yeah, I mean, repair is always a great thing to do, but like still, um, I'm talking about like it as like functioning, and we're talking about competing with Apple, and yeah, ease of repair is not on their agenda either.
Yeah, but that's the thing. For a competitor, it should be.
I guess, but like no,
Because
the
here's
laptop's
the thing.
not
It's
shit just because it's hard to repair. I wouldn't buy it because
No,
it's hard to repair
it's,
because
yeah,
it's still pretty
generally
priced
repaired.
for most
I
people.
try to keep my electronics for a long time,
Exactly, yeah.
but it's not like
But no, like they literally just like glued fabric onto like the metal unibody, and you have to rip up the fabric, thus ruining the appearance of the laptop. You have to literally tear the keyboard out. Like, this is from a video that iFixit uploaded. Like, they couldn't figure out how to not demolish the laptop in the process of repairing it. And it's not spill-proof, of course. I mean, neither are MacBooks, which is part of what makes some of their designs just completely laughable. But no, I mean, I'm a firm proponent of having professional business-grade electronics be repairable.
oh yeah, no,
Because
it's definitely something.
Oh
that
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
could be
and
done,
and
but-
I feel like I feel like at this point, let's be honest. The primary appeal of Windows is not Windows. It's the fact that you can get hardware. You can get any type of hardware.
that's yeah,
for
and
Windows. Like you can suit your any and every need.
Linux is getting there, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
I can't
But
remember.
that's
I'm
the
trying
thing,
to
like-
remember which government it was. It might have been the Russian government. It's either Russian or the Chinese, but
Yeah.
they're like getting rid of all of Windows and replacing with Linux.
It's probably some like super commie distro. It's like
no, it's like a government modified version of Debian, I think.
yeah, it
I
like,
mean, what better
on the
way to do
laptops
it with,
they have like their own version of face recognition, but it's not face recognition, it's salute recognition. You just have to throw up like your best like Heil Hitler and just hope that it unlocks your laptop.
What the fuck?
I mean,
And it has a
that's what
built-in
I'd
VPN
admire.
that runs everything through fucking Huawei's cloud servers.
Dude, that's the reason I don't want to go to China. It's just because, like, I don't, like, I like to use the internet. Like, obviously I'm going to be sightseeing and shit, but, like, you can't use any of the internet. It's all in Chinese characters. None of Google's services work. Yeah, Google Maps not working. I'm not sure how that'll pan out for me.
I mean, a VPN works around that, but I mean, yeah, Google Maps not working, that is an issue.
Yeah, that's assuming
it's-
that your VPN isn't blocked at whatever, like, hotel you're at.
yeah, that's what I would be most
Yeah.
worried about.
Yeah, that is no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, that's a major.
And that's man, it's a shame to see because, like, I mean, yeah, China at this point is, you know, a very well developed country. Like, yeah, it still
Oh,
has,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
I mean, their cities.
Oh, yeah,
their
but-
total
cities
wage
are
slavery,
insane.
but like,
They're like
But
some
I
of the
mean,
newest things built.
don't
Like,
we all?
Shanghai is so large. That is,
Oh, yeah.
it's stupidly big city.
oh yeah,
And like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
have the
it's-
smog problem, but they're from what I understand, they're starting on top of. They're like putting moss on the sides of the buildings that like eat smog and weird shit. I don't know.
no, I'm glad.
Yeah,
they're-
they do have their weird smog machines.
Yeah, I'm glad they're going with something like Moss. Like, okay,
And it looks
everybody-
really good too. Like it's aesthetically pleasing on the building. It just looks like
Oh,
a
I
really
bet,
good
yeah.
plant.
But no, like, okay, everybody is like, oh, we need to plant more trees to save the environment. Okay, trees only produce like 10% of our oxygen. Like, trees don't do shit. Like, all they
mean,
are
yeah,
is,
they're-
is just like structures for like ecosystems.
Well, yeah,
Like,
and I
their
mean,
yeah, their
That's
primary
the main
value
reason.
is
It's just
providing
like
shade.
all the
That
animals
is it.
die and shit. But like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
no, like
know,
people are
I'm a
like,
little
oh my
less,
gosh.
I'm not a huge animal lover. I don't really care all that much. Like as long as like we fix like as long as we live, I'll be relatively happy and like maybe some cows for beef. But like,
fuck.
I mean, animals are cute and I like them. I'd be kind of sad if they're gone. But if it's like we can't have wood anymore, then that sucks. but like buy animals, because
Yeah.
I like wood.
I mean, it
I'll
does
give you
keep
my
us
wood.
safe.
Pretty useful.
Yeah, but like, yeah, no, like wood's trees' primary value is in providing shade, a place for animals to live in,
Yeah, I mean,
and
trees
for
are.
lumber. Like that is it. Like and like literally all the majority of trees could go extinct, and pollution would not really be like air pollution would not become that much more of a problem, and we would still have enough oxygen. Like we just would like
Oh,
you see all these
and just so
you see all these
people know,
fuckers on Reddit.
Okay, sorry. Just so people know, when I state my opinions about like some of the stuff with like animal rights and like the things like we were just talking about, it always sounds like I don't like animals. I really don't. I love animals. I just don't I don't sympathize with the people that value like an animal life over a human. Like I thought it's supposed to be hard coding
Yeah.
our brain to care more about us than other things. Like
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
just like
I mean,
yeah, I love animals and I try to care about them and stuff like to the extent of which I can help. But if it's sacrificing anything I like, then you know that sucks
yeah,
because I
Yeah.
don't really care.
Well, and see, okay, there's so many people, like, especially around here, it seems like, who, like, a pit bull will, like, maul a kid, and then cops will show up to the scene of the crime because
Oh,
it is a crime to
yeah,
let your
it's-
dog maul someone.
it is, but at the same time, it's you raise your fucking dog, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
I mean,
You could
And
just
then,
force
like,
have you
them
people
to,
are mad
tried
that they
that?
kill the
train.
dog.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, and then they just fucking kill the dog.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what was it
At least
recently
like
where,
force it to get trained or something. Cause like a dog attacking its owner, like attacking someone, 99% of the time is the owner's fault.
yeah,
I mean, yeah,
You
it
can
really
train
is.
your animals. I mean, look at Dylan. Like Casey will do fucking anything. She'll just sit there and,
Oh, yeah.
and move her body wherever it needs to go. To be fair,
Yeah.
Casey's like 2 million years old, but
yeah, exactly.
I
But
mean,
no,
I
like,
managed to
and I
train
mean-
my cats. I just trained them to be scared of me snapping, so I didn't even have to like say anything. I just stop what they're doing, they'd piss off.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
No, and like
yeah.
that's the problem with pit bulls. Like, yeah, there's a lot of pit bulls that if you raise, you know, like a normal dog and you treat them well, like yeah, they're not going to maul anyone. But at the same time, like we have gotten to a point with selective breeding that there are ones that I just would not trust at all.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And there's people
yeah.
who are like, no, like it's just all the owner, man. I'm like, nope, it is not. I have seen people that have treated their dogs well. I know for a fact they've treated their dogs well, and then bam, doggo snaps.
I mean, yeah, and the other thing about that is selective breeding.
I mean, one of those.
It's like people cause that, but at the same time, that's what's resulted, and it's not good.
Yeah,
You have the only
it's
pit bull
really
I've ever
sucks.
liked.
Who?
Oh, or your parents do, I guess.
Oh, my
She's not a
mom?
pit bull.
Oh,
Or
you're
it's a pit bull
Patrick's.
mix,
Oh,
though, is it? I mean,
She might have like 10% pit bull in her.
Oh.
Like I was just going off that because like the way her like jaw is kind of shaped and the fact that she has really fucking insane bite strength.
yeah, I mean, she looks
Yeah.
quite a lot like one, though.
Yeah,
yeah.
but no, she's a little thing. She's not a big doggo. She's a real sweetheart.
My mom
But,
has a pit bull mix,
Well,
and
there
she's
you go.
kind
Maybe
of
that's why I
special.
liked it. She's
but-
not a pit bull.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I never really liked pit bulls. Those dogs are way too aggressive for me. Not
No,
something I
and,
can
like,
handle.
Yeah, and like
I have,
okay,
I have
Lily.
anger problems, and dogs snapping at me is a good way for me to flip the shit out.
Oh yeah, no, like oh yeah.
I've learned to manage it, but I manage now. Like I don't think I've really gotten that angry at all in a long time. But
Yeah,
like
I haven't seen you get like legitimately
Yeah,
furious in quite some
but
time.
if a dog nipping and fucking with me every day for every day in my safe space of home, that would probably add up, and I think I would lose my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I
it'd be
think
hard
doggy
for
would be
a lot
thrown
of
into a
people.
volcano.
But no, like I've like okay, there was okay, my wife's former legal guardian's boyfriend. Okay, no, it's a mouthful. Long sentence there. Okay, he was not a good person. I wouldn't even say he was like the best with his dogs, but he treated them well. Like he trained them. He never abused them. I think he did have to kind of whack one of them pretty hard whenever they were a puppy because he just could not figure out how to get them to get the fucking message. But he had these 2 pit bulls, right? And one of them just even though they had pretty much been raised together, like one of them was like 8 months older than the other one, but like they had pretty much been raised together, and they just ended up turning on each other and just ripping each other to shreds in the basement. They both survived, luckily, but he had to separate them. But while he was in the process of separating them in that fight, the bigger one fucking turned on him.
Oh,
Like they
fuck
are
that.
dumb creatures. They are really fucking stupid.
To be fair, most dogs are pretty dumb.
Oh yeah. No, and I
But
agree,
when
like,
you
at the same
combine
time-
stupidity with aggressiveness, that's when
Yeah.
it's like,
But like even most like dumb aggressive dogs, like fairly like semi-aggressive, like ones that are like just protective, I
Yeah.
suppose. They're not gonna turn on their owners because that's who they're protective of.
yeah, exactly. It's like they.
But then this fucker, and I mean like this is a big dog. Like he was a solid 95 pounds. Yeah, he bit the shit out of the guy's hand. No, and I think that actually from then on out he had a couple more violent encounters with the dog, and I think he eventually did have to put him down because of it. But I was just like, listen, fucko, to the guy.
Yeah.
You got fucking kids, your children, around this thing. Okay, this dog is twice the size of your daughter and the same size as your son, and he could easily kill either of them. And you're giving him second, third, fourth, fifth chances. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like, this was a big dude. Like he was easily 300 pounds. He had a former domestic charge against him. I mean, violent motherfucker.
Yeah.
When he was pushed to it, and I'm just like, why the fuck are you keeping these fucking dogs around your children? Like he was never abusive of his kids. But he definitely beat the shit out of his wife.
That's fucked up.
In all honesty,
Yeah.
probably
That's how you
actually
keep
had it
justifying
coming.
the small things, but this guy sounds like a prick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
really
sounds like an
was.
asshole.
I don't know, like
Maybe that's why the dog
thing
is so
was-
fucking aggressive.
I mean,
no,
that's
Dude,
what I would
dogs get
imagine.
really
rude
wasn't
too,
because
though.
of him.
If he like beat his wife and shit.
Oh, he never beat his wife around the dogs though.
I don't know. Okay.
Like he didn't even have the dogs until like he had already like gotten out of jail for beating his wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
So
How
He
the
Kid
didn't
fuck
actually
did
beat
you
his-
calmed down a lot. Yeah. Do what?
yeah,
Dude.
yeah. How do?
He
Was
was
this you,
he was
Patrick?
Lily's. Do what?
Was this you?
No. No, this was Lily's. Okay, this was Jay's boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, Corinne's
Okay.
mom's boyfriend. Yeah.
Why would you? Did he? I'm assuming he didn't
What?
beat her.
No comment.
Okay.
Ah.
Well,
I
Shit.
don't know.
pretty fucked up.
Man.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
yeah, really crazy home situation. Like oh my gosh, I don't even know if they're like together right now. I don't know. She fucking goes back and forth between him and her ex-husband like every like month or so.
Dude, I don't know. This guy you described sounds exactly like the guy that I got drove to buy a bunch of moonshine. Does he make moonshine?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
Highly doubt it.
well,
Especially considering he's on probation. He's actually trying to
I don't
like
know
okay.
who that guy is. Never got his name. Only met him for 2 seconds. It was fantastic moonshine. It was very high quality. It was amazing. It actually tasted like it was like super strong and somehow tasted good at the same time. I don't know. I hate alcohol, and I drank that whole motherfucking mason jar in one night.
Oh, jeez.
That's
crazy. A lot of moonshine, my guy.
I know. I was very plastered.
I imagine.
It was a long night, granted, but still.
Yeah, but now, okay, this guy, like, yeah, even though I said like a bunch of negative stuff about him, like, here's the thing, he's a dumb, tough, macho guy, right? Like he's the big bad guy, like I'm a bad dude, I'll fuck some bitch ass up kind of guy. But like, here's the thing though, like you could tell that before he started dating this woman that I knew, not his ex-wife, of course, but his new girlfriend. You could tell that he actually really had been trying to get his life on a good track, and he was still trying to do that while he was with her.
Beat women? Do
what?
What?
I
don't know. See, here's the thing: if you knew this woman that he was dating, you would totally understand why domestic violence would not be off the table for anyone.
I mean, but at the same time, my
uncle dated
but
a
I
girl
don't.
That they had the cops called on him several times for domestic violence, but he never once hurt her. She just like she would get angry and start beating the shit out of him, and he doesn't hit back because he knows like that's not, or even really defend himself, just because he doesn't
just kind of stand there.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing, like,
and he couldn't leave, like his daughter was there.
And here's the thing, okay, physical violence, assuming that you don't carry it out under the intention of like killing someone, that's not the worst thing you can do to a person.
I don't know. Well,
it really isn't. Because
if you're excluding killing someone, then yeah, or like
I don't know. That's pretty emotional.
Another form of assault.
Here's the thing: the type of emotional and verbal abuse that was going on in this household, that this woman was doling out. And again, I'm not talking about his ex-wife. I am talking about Jay.
Like, so you're basically saying it went both ways. They're both bad people.
Exactly.
Just,
like this guy.
Yeah, that's something
this
that happens
guy,
a lot, honestly. Like,
yeah, I mean,
sometimes he was not emotionally abusive. He could get very verbally angry, but getting angry, despite what people like, that's not a form of abuse. There would be people who are like, oh, if you show your anger, you're abusing someone.
Not a form of abuse.
Well, I would hope so. I get
listen,
angry.
like
Everyone
my mom's had some therapists that have convinced her that like people getting angry is like a form of abuse, because like it's
that's
like the other person trying to control you. And
that's kind of unhealthy. Dude, yeah, like that's pretty unhealthy.
That is not realistic.
I would be going to jail then, because my autistic ass just every once in a while just says
like
just really, really mean, and then I'm like, oh wait.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, yeah, and like.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just say something that you don't mean, but I mean, like, at the same time, there's a difference between like getting angry and acting out on your anger.
Yeah, I mean, like this guy, like, she would berate him for nonsense. I mean, just and he would be like, what the fuck is your problem, bitch? Like, okay, that's not an abusive statement whenever you're being attacked verbally by someone. That's just a reaction.
Well, yeah, and I completely agree. If someone is verbally like abusing you, like it's okay to retain. Yeah, you need to get the fuck out, but at the same time,
that's very long.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she was, oh my gosh. Okay, she was jealous. Get this. Of his son, because there was like this one time that they were like up in Kansas City, like doing something, and they went out to eat. It was at a fucking Arby's. Like, okay, listen to this white trash ass moment.
Okay.
They're at this fucking Arby's
I'm ready.
at a fast food place, where nobody sits down and eats at a fast food place for more than like 25-30 minutes, unless they've got just a huge ass group. And they're eating some sandwiches before they like go home or something, And this guy's son is like, I want to sit next to you, Dad. But like, his sister was already sitting on like the other side. So like, Jay couldn't sit next to him, and she threw a fit. This 41 or 2-year-old woman throwing a fucking fit because she couldn't sit next to her boyfriend at the fucking table at Arby's in front of everyone in there to see. I mean, she's a loud woman. She has very little volume control.
But still, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and this persisted for days.
Jeez.
And this kid, I'm not even fucking with you. This kid, the boy, got to the point where he was convinced that she hated him, which was understandable.
I mean, I would.
It
If
started-
if like, just like, oh man, this kid's sitting next to his father. I want to sit next to him.
Yeah,
Like-
and like, he keep in mind this kid's like 10. He was like, I'm gonna kill myself, like not joking.
I
Like,
mean,
What the fuck? And then he ran away, and the cops got called.
You really-
And me, Lily, and I were fucking running around the neighborhood, like, where the fuck is this little twerp? And we had to hunt him down. We're like, kid, listen, she's fucking retarded. She doesn't hate you though. She's just really immature. Like, I'm sorry,
at
buddy.
the
Like, we're all
same
going through this together. Like,
yeah.
but, like, please stop saying that you're gonna kill yourself. Like, this is not worth killing yourself over. I get that it's really, really, it's a really tough situation
Horrific.
for you.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
but, like,
it's.
please
at the same-
don't.
I mean, the other thing is like, man, he would also be very childish himself, so he wouldn't really understand because it'd be something that'd be normal between.
Because he's a child, and it's okay for a child to be childish. Like,
Yeah, it's
you just
okay.
correct them and move past it.
Yeah, but at the
this
same
point, like,
time,
I didn't even feel like correcting. I was just like, buddy, please just don't say that. Like,
Well-
this is not going to make anything better. Like, just please, just like talk to like Lily or I, because like we're going
So-
through this too, and like we're not a firm part of this. So like we have the clarity to like understand that this is not what reality actually is. Like, it's not
yeah.
an abusive hellhole. Like, you will be able to escape from this one day, and just ride it out. I'm telling you, buddy. But
Ooh.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
oh gosh, yeah, that fucking cunt's a piece of work. Holy shit.
I mean, she got upset at for somebody wanting to sit next to their father, and she's like some
Like,
person, some rando kind of.
and like
Um,
that's the thing. Like, I don't
hey,
even
boys.
understand. Like,
When
yeah.
did Brawlhalla become sponsored by like? Oh, Brawlhalla's sponsored by fucking.
Belle Delphine.
What's it called? Damn it.
Gamer.
Adventure Time now.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
That's
There's like
neat.
there's a new game mode, and it's like you play as on like Adventure Time maps and shit. You can play as like Finn
What the
and
fuck?
like a bunch of characters from the show. Oh
That's
no!
crazy.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
That's neat,
I'm
too.
wrong. They have new maps based on it, and they have They said you were playing as. I read that wrong. I forgot there's skins
Oh,
in this
okay.
game. It's a skin.
Huh.
Oh, that's
Oh.
annoying, dude. That's the game that made me break my controller. I'm definitely not gonna play it now when I get fucking Laughing Finn just kicking my ass.
Oh,
Because
fuck
that's how I
yeah.
broke my controller the first go, and I feel bad about that. That was
Yeah,
weird,
Is
though.
that
Like,
the only
I-
time you've broken a controller?
Yes, I don't know why. Like, I was fairly calm when it happened, though. Because I was sitting there and I get, like, just not like, this guy just does this weird bullshit and just, like, throws me in the bottom, like, 3 times. Wins the match in, like, 30
Yeah.
seconds. I'm like, what the hell? And I was sitting there. I just stare at the screen for a second. I just remember, like, squinting, looking down calmly, and just going, ugh, and slamming on the ground and breaking it. Immediately back to calm, and I was like, oh shit, why did I do that? And then I started trying to put it back together. Like, just like
Oh my
half a
gosh.
second of instant rage, and then I was good. And now I don't have a controller.
Oh man.
That was a
There
while
this-
ago, too. I can't believe it's been a year, and I still haven't managed to buy one.
Yeah.
I need money, Zach.
Well-
Does anyone want to donate to the Jeremiah needs a fucking
Gosh.
cheat?
I think you'll have to take that out of the same fund that you got your fucking Saturn from.
What I was okay. Here's a good last story because we're